Hello and welcome to 7F5R's Instagram Live. Thank you so much for joining us. If you're watching us live, hello, hi, how are you? If you're watching the recording of this Instagram Live, thank you so much for choosing to join us and Tango along with us for the next hour and a half. I'm Stephanie Jennifer. You can find me on Instagram at @hefpen_will_draw. I will be joined today by Debbie and Susan. Hopefully, they will be joining us in just a bit. You can find Debbie at tangle.pursuits, and Susan can be found at susanyeo.czt. Yeah. So we're just gonna wait for Debbie and Susan to join us. Ooh.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi,
Can you hear
Debbie.
me?
Hi, Susan. Yes, I can. All right. Let me just adjust what I have on my table. So yeah, the FYC Fragment of Your Imagination Challenge 2022 has come to a wonderful conclusion, a wonderful close. So this week onwards, we'll be back to posting weekly and fortnightly challenges over on the 7F5R Challenge Facebook group. If you'd like to join the group, you can go to this link, bit.ly/FB7F5R, or you can search for 7F5R Challenge on Facebook to join the group. Yeah. So, Debbie, you want to mention what is this week's Tangle of the day?
Well, I realized that my sketchbook is actually with you in the studio.
Oh.
So you might want to grab
Dear.
it. Yeah, it's probably behind you on my desk.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
But it's drawings. So you can actually look at my Instagram, and I've posted it yesterday. It's our weekly challenge at 7F5R Facebook group. So while she gets the step outs for you guys, I have a couple of, well, I have 5 tiles on my desk. These are fancy size tiles, cotton paper tiles. So I think I might use the bluish one today because I think I've had enough of pink. But also I have like a pot of magicals here that that has some remnants left over. So I might hold it up to you to show you. Can you see the remnants? So they're like some, these are pigments, and because we use them regularly at our studio, this is one of those that has a bit of leftover. And because of that, I'll activate it for use today, I guess. But I'm not sure how much of it will be seen because my tile already has a lot of pigment. So I also have my ink pens sets. So I have a large set, ink pen 72, and I also have a little trail set. Probably not use the trail set since I have the 72. And then I also have a pack of tumbles and toy brushes. So, well, typical of my get-ups for the live session actually. Nothing very different on my desk today. What about you, Susan?
Yeah, mine is very simple. Just a Renaissance Zentangle tiles, then the basic brown and black, and also the white. Yeah, I also stand by my this intense. Yeah, so just stand by and see whether later I'm going to use it or not. Mine's always very simple.
You can finish on
What
time.
about you, Steph?
Yeah.
I'm using this is from the Cotton Paper Co. I think is what they're called on Instagram. So it's handmade watercolor paper. It's very pre-tinted with. This is watercolors with metallic watercolor paints.
So
And then
you're
I
getting
also
them
have-
pre-tinted or you're getting them blank? Because it sounds like
I'm
you
getting
got
them
them
blank.
pre-tinted.
No. No. If only, right, then you save us a lot of time. Yeah, we know. They're not printed, they're blank. And
I
they
need
come
to
in a
excuse
different.
myself for a moment because I need to close the
Okay.
windows. It suddenly started pouring.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so they come blank and they come in like different colors. I think this is the white, then they have cream and peach and like blacks and dark blue, I think also. Yeah, so a good range of colors as well. A lot of people use this for like wedding place cards and all. But yeah, it's a nice size. I have my watercolors for adding shading later on, and then I'm going to use a 0.5 micron to tangle on my tile. Yeah, so
I guess you can
drawings.
see me running around. Oh, thank God I didn't. I zoomed in so you didn't see me yet. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like a mad dash here because it was sunny just now and then suddenly it's like raining quite heavily.
Yeah.
So, yeah. The lighting is kind of weird today also. Maybe I should on my light. Is it better?
Yeah, so drawings is the featured tangle of the day. You can see Debbie's little step outs in her sketchbook on my screen. Yeah, she also has a little example tile showing drawings.
You
So it
must
starts off
hold it
with an
up.
orc.
Are you holding it up?
Yeah,
Oh, yes.
starts off
No,
with
you're
an
not.
orc, and then you connect S strokes through the initial orc. We can draw it together. There are also different ways to embellish drawings. Yeah, also Debbie said the W is in drawings is pronounced as not drawing, it's drawings. Yeah, it's a little fun little thing with drawings by Zentangle Inc. Yeah, who wants to demonstrate how to draw it? Debbie, Susan,
Sure.
Maybe
Okay. I'll use the back of my
yo,
towel. Yeah, I know, right? This is how
Susan,
y'all
Susan
learn. I
偷懒.
know. Hi. Okay, I think I'll grab my zero. Better not get my 01. Let me see what I have. I have a 05. Okay. So on the back of my towel, right? Maybe I should zoom in a bit more. Oh dear, I can't zoom in. Ah! Okay, I think it works now. Okay, so I start out my drawings with an orc. It's in a ridiculous day. It's just 3 o'clock. Yeah, so I start out with an orc. And then a kind of like a reverse S, I guess. I wouldn't call it an S because it's like the flip side of an S. But of course, if the stroke you use, so usually an S is like that, right? So if this is a more comfortable stroke for you, you can use that, or you can use a reverse S stroke. So some people find it more convenient or comfortable to draw. I think my towel higher so that you can see. So some people find it easier to draw the reverse S, and some people prefer the other way. Either way will work because you will start to notice that it kind of goes with the orc, so it flows with the orc. Something like that. And then you can either choose to connect it from here. So I'm just going to do half in one way, and then I'm going to do the other half in another way so that, can you hear the rain?
No,
Well, it's very heavy over here suddenly.
yeah, you just
I
started
hope
over here.
everyone is dry. So you can actually connect it this way with more S strokes or reverse S strokes, or connect it like that, you know? So you have a variety of ways that I wouldn't say that either is more correct than the other. It's just how you prefer your drawings to be. Yeah. So I think everyone draws it differently. So I'm going to show you guys on another towel because I've got color on my towel, but I'll show you guys how to draw the string. Let me see. Well, I'm glad you can't hear the rain because it's coming down really hard. Yeah, I spell how it is. Okay, let's use. just one of those days when everything you prepare goes out the window. Okay, I have a spare towel here at last. And I'm just going to show you what I'm going to do for my string. So just bear with me. Let me switch over to my graphite stick. So I have a, I think this is actually a 2B graphite stick. But it goes on very, or maybe 4B. I'm not sure what it is. It doesn't state what it is. But it's a clutch pencil. So I like to use this one when I'm demoing for class. And then I like to use my very dainty mechanical pencil for the fine tip when I'm not doing class. Because sometimes it's difficult to erase. So during class, it's easier to, or even the live show, it's easier to show you guys with a darker graphite so that it's more visible. So today's string is basically a heart shape, a simple heart, and a cross. So you can put the heart and the cross anywhere you like. You can even have the borders if you like. So I'm just going to start out with the border just for fun and see how much of the border I will adhere to. Because a border is actually, in Zentangle, a border is actually just kind of like a simple guideline where you don't actually have to follow it if you don't want to follow the lines. You can also choose to ignore the string. So I'm putting down my cross and then my heart. Okay, so I have a simple string here for you guys. And then I'm going to pretend that this is what I'm doing on my tile. I'm not going to use pencil on my tile because I think when it kind of like when you have magicals on a towel and then you have pencils, it kind of erases off, if you know what I mean. So I'm just gonna pretend that I'm just gonna imagine my string on my printed towel. Does that make sense? Okay. I see you guys have already started your string. I want to talk about it a little bit. Steph, where's your towel? Hello.
Sorry, I was on
Hi.
mute. I said my tile is here. I'm sort of leaving this up on screen for everyone else's benefit so they can sort of see the step outs to drawings, options for the string. Yeah, so up to you on how you set your string, like Debbie said. I'm still thinking about mine. Maybe I'll go without border because my tile sort of has these like top and bottom areas that are not in color. So if I create a border, a little bit weird, I think.
Yeah,
I
so
might
I
just
also have
suspend
something like that without a border
yeah,
around the
yeah,
because
yeah.
it's kind of a bit wasted, if you kind of just draw it down. Yeah, I see what you mean. I had that problem too. Yeah. Susan, want to talk about your tile? Because I think yours is the
So we
only
start
round
from
tile.
I
blank.
choose the option 3 that Steph suggests,
Okay.
which
What's
is
option
the
3?
cross is
Option
yeah,
three.
on the screen.
There were options?
Yeah. To give her a few suggestions. So this is the one that the cross is a little bit out of the heart shape. Yeah. So I have a border, but I'm not sure whether later I'm going to highlight it or ignore it.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Mm.
Okay, I'm just going to put down what I think I should start with. So how are you guys today?
Okay. Weather very gloomy.
I'm not okay
Oh,
Why
because of
are
the
you not
running nose.
okay?
Because of the running nose.
Oh dear, what
okay.
happened to you?
Yeah. I do not know. Maybe because
Oh
of
no.
the weather recently, rain, then hot, yeah.
Mm.
But luckily I tested it's negative, thank God.
Mm.
Yeah, but there's this flu bug that's going around that is very similar to COVID. So you still need to be very careful because I think
Yeah.
the bug is very strong. In fact, Steph gave me that bug. So I'm still fighting it off. Yeah. Right, Steph.
Mm.
I think
I
hey,
like
Steph
give it
only
to
had
me. Free gift.
Yeah, actually, Steph only had the bug with her for like a couple of days. But then
I think
I
4 days.
like, yeah. So I think
But
I think it's been 3 weeks, for me.
yeah, but my
Sickness.
husband was hit very, very badly with it. So I think really
Yeah,
it's your
because
immune
your
response.
husband and I have poor immune systems.
Poor thing.
And then when you get it, you get like half the impact, whereas we get the full blast. Yeah. I'm taking my cross in a different direction. I hope I don't regret. So I'm actually just filling in my course first, and then I might switch out to a different plan or something. So are you
So
taking
hello,
any medicine for your flu?
Susan.
Yeah, I took some vitamin C. Actually, last night I took the Panadol. I seldom take Panadols, but
Me
last
too.
night was too bad, so
Very bad,
I have
right?
to.
Yeah. This bug is very lethal. I mean I got it as well. And then I had to actually I'm the kind of person that I don't like to take medicine. So it was really very bad. Like especially in the afternoons, I would get this very major headache.
Um,
Do you get that as well?
no.
Yeah, so I had this very major headache that came with the bug, and then a neck ache. So like it's kind of like the COVID symptoms. Uh, yeah, it was horrible. Yeah. Okay, back to this. Actually, I wanted to do like a little bit more embellishment on my cross, but now kind of I'm thinking of what or how to salvage it. Yeah. Steph, want to talk about towel first?
Sure, I also want to mention I see a lot of people popping into the live session. If you're here, just join us. Hi, hello. We're tangling together. Please feel free to take a tile and tangle along with us. We are drawing drawings by Zentangle Inc. Yeah, so far I thought about like heart shape, right? Because the string has a heart in it. So I thought about like heart shaped tangles, and I haven't drawn hearts well in a while. So I thought that would be a nice tangle to use. And I'm sort of drawing half of the heart first because I want to create layers in my tile. So I think as part of the
Susan is very, very
cross,
large.
as part of the cross, I
Yeah.
think I'll probably draw a ribbon tangle. I have to add drawings. Okay, add drawings from the heart swell. I think would be nice. If you draw large,
I'm
then you
not
can
sure
draw
what I'm doing
less.
either. Oh, draw less and draw less. That's cheating.
Is it Susan?
I draw very large. Yes, very large.
Very good. Then 可以偷懒。
My
Mm,
goodness.
不是偷懒，是收工。
What
I can finish it earlier,
不
faster.
用不用做功课，don't need to do homework.
Okay, I'm just trying to complete my course. I don't know what I'm doing, but yeah. Okay, so I kind of regret, but never mind. Okay, I'm gonna start on the questions in a bit. You guys want to say anything first?
No, I'm okay.
No,
Both of you sound so jaded. Is
I'm
it because
trying to
of Chinese New
focus.
Year? I'm trying to
Chinese
focus.
what's wrong with Chinese New Year?
Yeah, so my first question is how was Chinese New Year? What did
Oh.
you do?
Susan, what do you do during Chinese New Year?
during
You are
Chinese New Year.
horrible.
What about
Okay,
Chinese New Year?
Chinese New Year, eating, then
Yes,
watch the
important.
TV, and watch some movies at home, then some visiting, a lot of tidbits,
No,
a lot of
Susan,
pineapple tarts.
yeah, Susan made us pineapple tarts. It's nice.
So this is
Steph?
yeah. The day I also went to the botanic garden.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's a
again?
good one. A botanic garden. To bring
Again?
the little one
Small
to
one.
the
Oh.
children, the playground. It's very nice actually. In the
Which side
morning,
did
you
you
just
go
go
to?
there. Is it the Jacob
Jacob.
playground?
Jacob Ballas.
What's the Jacob garden? Yeah, that's the one.
Jacob Ballas. Yeah, the children's garden. Yeah, I thought you wanted to bring him to the newer one, the one with the the one that we went to, and then that we ate at the cafe there.
Oh yeah, I forgot
But
about
that
that.
one is a bit hard to park, is it?
I'm not very sure. Still not sure about the location, that exact location. Maybe next time, according to the map you gave me. Next time.
I gave you a map.
I think
Oh.
so. You give me a
Give
guide
you a lot of things.
to yeah. You gave me a lot of things. Yes.
Yeah, we have this kind of relationship, right? Yeah. After a while, you forget what you have got and what you have given also.
But when you see that things, you'll remember who gave you that. Yeah.
That's true.
So, Steph, what do you do for Chinese New Year?
I went to one of my husband's aunt's house to 拜年. Then I went to my mom's place also.
Maybe
And
we
there
should
was-
say what's 拜年, right? Because I think some people
to
might
say
not
拜年.
understand what 拜年 is.
What is 拜年?
Visiting.
Visiting.
With 2 oranges on hands. With ang pao.
Special visiting. So funny.
Special visiting.
Then
Why
we
is
had
it
开
special
工
visiting?
饭.
It's just Chinese New Year visiting lah.
Yeah lah, special lah.
Oh.
Cause it's Chinese New Year.
Oh, okay.
Then we had 开工饭.
What is 开工
Start
饭?
business. Start business rice.
Oh my goodness.
Literal translation.
Very hard to translate.
Basically it's a meal to represent that you're starting the I think the
Work
work year. Yeah. So it's 开工饭.
So actually
Start
there
of
is also there's also a 收工饭.
a closed business. Not shut down.
Not
but
close
like-
business.
Yeah. It's
Yo, Stephanie!
Choi, touch wood, right? It's like just to say that it's the end of the financial year. We are having a nice meal to say thank you for your hard work. Yeah. It's not closed business. Choi. Then
Yeah.
what else did I do? Yeah, that's about it. I think that's a lot already. Maybe you leh?
Well, I also did a little bit of visiting, but not a lot this year because my family is traditionally still in mourning. Because my brother-in-law, his death anniversary has not passed the milestone of 300 days. So in Chinese tradition, the birth and the death of a person is marked by 30, 100, and 300, and some say even 3 years. I'm not sure why it's 3 years, but I do know people who actually go into mourning for 3 years. Yeah. So it's kind of, it also depends on how old the person is. In some cases, they say that if the deceased is younger than you, you do not actually have to go through the entire mourning period. Some people say that you go through part of the mourning period, but not the whole mourning period. And then some people say that only if you are younger that you have to fulfill the entire 3 years. So there are a lot of different ways to interpret Chinese traditions. I'm not the best one to ask because my parents didn't actually follow any kind of Chinese traditions when I was being brought up. So whatever I've learned, I've actually picked up from extended family members, including my in-laws, So basically, I just follow whatever they are following just to play safe, right? Because I don't know the rules and I don't want to make up my own rules and get in trouble, Because ultimately, paying respects, ultimately honoring the person who has passed, it's also a respect to the family that's in mourning. So I don't want to stir any boats, rock any boats. Yeah. So this year we had a bit of like a low-key CNY or Chinese New Year, and usually my husband and I, we avoid Chinese New Year because it's associated with a lot of drama. a lot of family drama, and also a lot of obligations. So if you can imagine the American Thanksgiving, that is something similar to our reunion dinners for Chinese New Year, but then the festivities last for 15 days, not just one day or one weekend and be done. And of course, there's no Black Friday and there's no Cyber Monday.
For Chinese New Year sale though.
Yeah, well, now they have sales all year, basically. Yeah.
Actually,
Okay,
right,
before
in
yeah.
my place, we normally, just now you mentioned about Chinese New Year celebration is 15 days, right? Actually, in Johor Bahru, where I stay, actually we celebrate, I think 21 days until
Wow.
we celebrate the Chinese New Year until the so-called the end is actually until we have I think it's something like the Chingay in Singapore, but what we call is the JB is the Yu Shen. Because there's a old temple, old Chinese temple, they actually have something like the parade on the 21st or 22nd of the Chinese New Year. So there's a very big event for all people in Johor Bahru to join in. It will be held in the town area. So the route will be closed for no cars can be go in. So all people just standing there to witness the parade.
The way you explain it is very funny, Susan.
Yeah,
I just
is
can
it?
imagine everybody queuing up like
Yeah,
oh my god,
罚站.
this
Yeah, really.
Really?
It's true. It's true.
like a
I think
punishment. You
normally
are made
the
to
one
stand in a corner.
Time out. Put you there.
but that one is very fun. A lot of people will just go there because
Go there and
that
罚站.
event is start in the evening. Then people will just go and stand there then to chop their place. Maybe around 5 p.m. Yeah, chop
so
their
early.
standing place. Yeah, very early because otherwise you cannot find a very good spot to see the parade. Yeah, so that one is very fun.
I wonder if people know what I'm saying. Chop their place.
Oh yeah, chop
It
their
sounds so
place
violent.
to reserve the standing place.
Yeah.
So funny. My goodness.
Can put tissue to reserve place or
Yeah.
not?
Sorry, cannot.
You put
The wind will too
tissue.
big.
Yeah.
The wind
making a
will blow
joke.
away your tissue.
Yeah, I
And
don't
some
know
people
what I'm
even
doing with my
they
towel.
drive their lorries, the truck to park at some places with some the roadside. Then they'll just stand there. The kids, all the children will just go up to the truck. Then because they have a higher view to see the parade. Then those are very VVIP. Those who have a truck.
So funny. I wonder
So good
That
how
one
many
is very
people
fun.
actually.
Next time you can go.
Yeah. Wow. I don't know
Well,
where I
I
need to
think they were
reach.
able to have some live show. So this year,
Huh.
stay tuned. I'll share with you.
Well, you see, the Chinese race, right, is so spread out that every aspect of the race is different. I mean, everywhere you live, any region that you are in, right, the Chinese culture is very different.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm surprised that when I lived in Brisbane last time, that there's a Chinatown there as well that is quite famous and also very vibrant, and they also have their own little quirks lah, very different from what we have here. I didn't actually participate because it's like you run away from home kind of feeling, right? Why you want to go back? Yeah. So I admit to being like the one who wants to run away all the time, like when it comes to Chinese New Year, because I find um I think it's because I don't really have a typical family makeup. So for me, Christmas and Chinese New Year used to be torturous. So it's only recent years that I kind of feel a little bit better, celebrating these things. Yeah. Uh, yeah. So the Chinese in every area actually have different kinds of traditions. Um, I was actually talking to some of my friends online recently, And then the most asked question was, what is this Chinese New Year that I'm hearing about? You know? So
Oh,
I've actually explained, yeah, I know, right? Then I'm like the worst person to ask as well, you know? So yeah, I mean, I'm very bad at all these things. Yeah, so it's kind of funny lah because I don't mind explaining it, but then again, I feel like an imposter, you know? Yeah. Well, I'm going to talk about my tile. My tile is very weird. I'm gonna also try and do another tile because it's so weird. Yeah. Okay. So, what is the best thing so far about Chinese New Year that you like? It can be this
so
Chinese New Year that just passed, or Chinese New Year in
no,
general,
this
or you
Chinese New
can
Year
even
just
say
passed.
you don't like Chinese New Year. Okay.
14.
Yeah. I know, right? It's for
I
people
like
like me.
I like the food and that I get to meet extended family. Don't laugh. I get to meet extended family that I
Why
normally
can't I laugh?
don't meet. Yeah. That's mostly the joy of Chinese New Year.
Why can't I laugh then?
This Chinese New Year, so Charlotte, I went to my husband's aunt's place, right? Then one of his cousins was there. Then Charlotte like saw her. Then she was like, oh bye. When she was singing, she was like, bye auntie, and then got the name, right? So bye auntie, the name. Then after that, she was like, see you next year, because we only see them like once a year, or maybe during Christmas if they go. So then the aunt was so upset because she was like, oh,
Why?
only meet
Why
once a
upset?
year, must meet more often. So funny. So yeah, must meet more
Yeah.
often.
No, but it's true that some people you only get to see once a year.
Yeah,
Hey.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. And also because of COVID and everything, my goodness. Like all
Mm.
our family functions are so strange now. So
Mm.
I've had cousins getting married during the past year or so. And they are so stressed out by the regulations because you have a capacity limit, right? And
Yeah.
you want to invite as many
Include.
as you can, right?
Mm.
But then at the same time also you can't, and I think it's a nightmare for them logistically. So yeah, definitely our family life has taken a hit, I think. Yeah, we've welcomed new babies in our family in the recent 2 years as well, and some of them I've not even met. For example, my cousins have had children, and we just can't socialize in the same way, you know. So
Mm.
it's kind of, yeah, right. So Susan, what is the best thing about Chinese New Year? This Chinese New
I
Year,
think for
every Chinese New
the
Year?
last time, many years ago, the Chinese New Year to me is like a time for me to rest for a while. Then no need to bother about the work, everything. Then there's a time that I enjoy meeting all the relatives, the friends, like just what Stephanie said, that some people you can just meet once a year. So that's the best part that I like. Then when there's some little one join in the family, then it's the time that we always say once we meet once a year, then see the kids growing up, then
Mm.
that's a fun thing. Then every year they have different kind of they grow, then so they have new patterns. Then it's fun.
New
Yeah.
patterns, new
New
tangle
patterns,
patterns.
yes. Not tangle pattern, but playing patterns. Then the way they chat, then the way they interact. Yeah.
Susan is like, I don't
Tangle
answer a question.
patterns.
It's so
Mm,
irritating.
mm,
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
mm.
Well, yeah, so for someone who used to run away every Chinese New Year, right? Like literally, you can ask Stephanie, every Chinese New Year I try to be gone. I think Steph will remember that
Mm.
pre-pandemic, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she will panic because that means that she's holding the fort in
By
office, right?
myself. Never mind. Now got Susan, so it's not
So
so bad.
I did it the first couple of years to her, and then she panicked so badly,
Ah.
And I'm like, what's there to do? It's Chinese New Year, just go take a break lah, why? And then she's like, yeah. So that's our story as a team as well, right? Um, yeah. So I like Chinese New Year a lot better when I was a child.
Oh, ang pao.
it's not just the ang pao. It's like what Susan says, you have less duties to perform. It's true because every family is different, right? So every family has different what would I well different practices within the family also. So for example, my family how we celebrate will be different from Stephanie's family or Susan's family. We just do different well, you want to call it tradition, you can, but it kind of changes with time because, for example, my grandparents are no longer around, right? So when they were around, we used to pay our respects in a different manner because they are still around. Whereas now that they're not around, things evolve as well. So over the years, you just have to keep evolving. The practice of Chinese New Year keeps evolving. And for me, there have been some years that have been exceptionally stressful, especially if I'm working as well. So, well, I always used to work alongside being a CCT, at least part time or something or the other, right? And this is actually one of the years where I actually am not trying to also work at the same time. So this year was supposed to be a bit more relaxed, but it actually wasn't. And I'm still processing how I feel about Chinese New Year, like in the recent 3 or 4 years, because the recent 3 or 4 years have been so different as well. So for me, I wouldn't say that I love Chinese New Year. I did like Chinese New Year once upon a time as a child, you know. But I realized that it was my grandparents who made Chinese New Year special. So after my grandparents, when they passed on, I felt like, Chinese New Year is like lost a bit of its luster. So it's kind of like, I think because how you want to spend time with your loved ones. So it's the loved ones that make it special, and then if they're gone, then it's just a regular day basically. Yeah.
I think also holidays sort of remind us that they are gone. Because you think like, oh, last time this person used to do this with me, or they will do this for me, and then now no longer around.
Yeah, and to make it worse, my mom's and one of my grandmothers, or rather two grandparents and my mom, actually have their death anniversaries very close to Chinese New Year. So yeah, so it's kind of like a very difficult time for me because I think that I'm the only one in the family who hasn't really gotten over the loss, or should I say maybe they haven't gotten over the loss, but they're not as badly affected as I am because this is like 20 years, ago and stuff, and I'm still trying to sort of like figure out my feelings, right? So certain things stay with you, and then certain things get moved on. So it's kind of part and parcel, I guess, of life. I've started another town, and I also don't really like it.
So
I'm not the one. No. This is gonna be just two. Two is more than enough. So I started, for those of you who just got in, I started a tile tinted with magicals, and I don't really like it, so I might fix it up later. And then I started the second one because I didn't like the first one, and now I kind of regret. But well, we'll see. Yeah. Okay, shall we do the third question then, sis? Hey, you guys go very fast.
not very big. But like you, I have a
Yours go
second
very
tile.
big.
I have a second tile that I started this morning.
Oh. Shall I go on to the next question?
Yeah,
I think
go on.
Stephanie will love this question.
Oh my
And I think
goodness. What's your
she will
favorite
have
food?
a lot of issues sticking to the point because I think it's one of her favorite topics.
What?
Stephanie, what is your favorite Chinese New Year snack or food?
Yo.
Okay,
I like-
Susan.
Don't laugh at me. You're so bad. I like bak kwa. I
What
remember
is
one
bakwan?
year.
You have to explain it to them.
I guess the most easiest like similarity would be beef jerky or like chicken jerky. Kind of like that.
But
But
it's
ours
pork.
is yeah, it's pork. Although they do have chicken flavored one as well, lah, but the traditional one is pork, and then it has a lot more spices, I think, inside of it. Yeah. But that's the most similar item that there is. Yeah, and then I remember one Chinese New Year, my mom was like, I don't need to buy lah. Our relatives will buy. Then okay, relatives will buy. Then we go house visiting. Everyone think that everyone else will buy. Then we ended up not eating any bakwan that year. So sad. Yeah, I like
So
pineapple
that's
tarts
your
also.
most hated year of
Yeah, so
year,
poor
is
thing,
it?
right? So
Cause
poor
no
thing. No,
bakwan.
but
Okay.
I don't know. I feel like it's strange that people only eat bakwan during Chinese New Year because I still buy it like
I
when
don't
it's
want.
not. Yeah, like I don't know why people have to buy it like just around Chinese New Year. Why the rest of the year cannot eat bakwan leh? Very strange. I don't
But we do
understand.
buy it what? And you have eaten it in
Oh
my
yeah,
house
yeah, yeah,
off
yeah.
season
Bakwan
also.
nara.
Yeah. Yeah.
Debbie
You
made
want to
spaghetti
explain
with
what that is
bakwan.
because it sounds
Yeah, yeah.
horrible.
So she made bakwan nara or what she calls bakwan nara. Basically like spaghetti
Yeah.
with bakwan and cream
It's
sauce.
actually
in it. So
carbonara.
yeah, so it become bakwan
But
nara.
instead
Very
of
smart.
ham,
Then you use bakwan
yeah, so
pieces.
instead of
Cut
ham,
into small
we
pieces.
use what we call sweet meat lah. Right?
Mm,
Because
mm.
ham is more savory.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's
Bakwan
also
is sweet.
savoury. It's slightly savoury
Yeah.
also. Yeah. It's an interesting.
I won't say it's not savory lah, but it's not salty
Yeah.
like ham lah.
Yeah,
or
I get you.
bacon. But there is
It's an
also
interesting.
bacon bakwan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like pineapple tarts too.
See,
I
I
like
feel
the
she can
ones.
talk very long.
I like the
Because
ones
this is a
that
favourite
have
topic.
the pineapple inside of them, not the one that has outside of it.
What's
But
the
some
inside
is,
of them?
you know, like some pineapple tarts. I still want the bakwan. Some pineapple tarts, you know, it's like the tart, then you got the pineapple in one lump on top of it. I don't like that one.
Oh
I like the
my
one that's stuck
gosh.
inside. Yeah. Okay. That's quite enough. Susan, what is your favorite?
Technically the piggy can eat pineapple and then get cooked into bakwan and the pineapple will be inside the
That's
bakwan.
terrible.
What?
Terrible. I
What's
also
wrong
like
with the piggy?
I also like love
If
lettuce.
any vegans are listening in, but
Yeah, man.
this is a very Chinese
Pita.
thing. Yeah, it's a very Chinese.
I also like love lettuce. Yeah, that's the last thing I want to mention.
Yeah, but you need to explain what they are
Oh, I love
because
lettuce.
nobody
Love
knows.
I can
lettuce is
show
like,
you.
yeah. You can show. It's like a wafer that when it's still hot, then they roll it into like a cylindrical shape, and then when it cools down, it becomes this crunchy sort of snack. Yeah, it's slightly sweet, but it's mostly just like a wafer biscuit. Yeah, very thin wafer biscuit that's rolled into a cylindrical shape.
But this year I
Yes.
didn't bought that
I still
love
don't know
letter,
why
but I
it's called
bought this
love
one.
letters.
The kueh
What's
kapit.
this one?
This is the
What's
kueh
this one?
kapit. Then I think in the middle is
you
the
are
peanut
showing
butter. Yes, I'm
Peanut
showing.
butter.
kueh what?
Yeah, this is very nice. This is the
Did
kueh
you say
kapit. Like
it's a Susan?
what they
Did you
call
say
is
it's
the
okay?
okay, this is the one.
Susan,
What they call the kueh, yeah,
do you call it the kueh kapit?
Kapit.
kapit. K
Kiap the
K
peanut butter.
K
Kueh
A
kapit.
P I K A P I T.
Kueh kapit.
But
Kiap peanut butter.
but I think there's the meaning. There's the meaning of
Oh my god.
they fold it.
Butcher.
They fold it.
Oh, so it's really
Yeah.
kapit lah.
Yeah,
Ah,
that's
really
what
kapit.
kueh kapit.
I think that one is the Malay word kapit.
Oh. You're butchering Malay, bahasa Melayu. Terrible.
So recently you are with the kiap kiap there now. Okay.
Yes.
The kapit.
Kapit.
Oh no. Okay, we have this well, I won't call it Chinese phrase because in Singapore and Malaysia, right, a lot of people use the word kiap. Okay, so what exactly is a kiap? It's actually a kiap is kind of like something that is how do I explain kiaps there?
Pin it or I don't know.
Keep it.
Yeah, exactly. Like pinch, pinchy, pincher.
Pinch it.
Kiap, kiap.
There's kiap and then there's piak also.
There is, yeah, Singlish is really strange.
Yeah,
You say
because
people
so
understand, but
so
hard to
in
explain, don't know how
Singapore
to
and
explain.
Malaysia, yeah, so in Singapore and Malaysia, we are so culturally blended that we speak English that has Malay, that has Chinese, that has dialect in our English, and yet everyone can understand what we mean when we say something like it's a gappy.
Can you take the bag and use the clip to cap it? Okay, can. Also,
There's
the other
also
time, Susan like corrected my bahasa. It's not tombalik, it's terbalik, right,
Yeah.
Susan?
is it?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't know. My whole life I've
This is
gone saying tombalik, but it's not tombalik. No such word.
Well, we are not Malay also, so
yeah.
we can't.
This is the
Yeah,
correct word. Terbalik.
correct.
Terbalik.
Yeah. And then there's
Ostracizing.
Lompang, right? People say it's Tompang, right?
Tompang,
Which is the
Tompang
correct
the
one?
shipping.
Yeah. So these are all Malay phrases that even as non-Malays, because we are so well blended, we use them, and we actually, even if you speak these words to an elderly person, they will still get it. Or a young person actually. They will still understand lah, basically, right?
Yeah, because I think the elderly, like in Singapore, they know Malay somehow.
My grandma used to
Mm.
speak fluent Malay.
Wow, it's very
Terbalik.
pouring. Is it pouring where
Mine
you are?
even stopped.
Oh, here
Well,
very heavy lah. I can't
we
even see
hope
the next block.
we hope you are having better weather than we are. So, Debbie, what's your favorite snack? Susan,
I
what's your
thought,
favorite snack?
Susan's
Oh,
one is the gapi, is it? I thought Susan was
and
No,
doing
also
a
she's
good
the
just
job
showing.
actually.
She's just showing.
yeah, that one also my favorite.
Oh, you like
The
that?
love
What's your
letter,
favorite?
yeah.
Love letter.
The love,
Okay.
like Steph,
Oh,
the love letter. I don't like the love letter with the chocolate, those filling,
I
but
also
I
don't
like
like
the pure one.
original, the kosong one,
Yeah, I
the
like,
empty.
yeah, the kosong one. Yeah. Then you
Yes.
can look through. Yeah, we
Yes.
play with that. Then I also like the pineapple tart. Yeah.
Mm.
what inside,
So I
outside?
think what Steph say also all my favorite.
Very good.
And what
I
else?
think
Oh,
very
there's
standard.
another
That's
one
why
is
they
the
create.
another is a green peas, the biscuit. But
Green
this year I
peas
don't it's kind of
没有吃过
Green
kind of
peas.
nuts. Mm.
Okay.
青豆饼.
青豆饼
I cannot show you because I didn't buy I didn't buy this year. Then also the bakwa. I love the bakwa that take the sandwich bread, then just put inside like a sandwich. That's yummy.
See, I said this question will be
got a lot of
the
answer.
favorite topic, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Continue, please continue.
Yeah, that's all.
That's all.
That's all.
Enough shopping
Yeah.
list.
Enough.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't really have a favorite snack when it comes to Chinese New Year. I think I'm probably the only one in the team that doesn't snack. My husband also snacks a lot. And whatever they have named, he will eat as well, and very happily so. Um, I instead I have a favorite snack, but it's not a Chinese snack. I like muruku, which
Potato
is an
chips.
Indian snack.
You like potato chips?
So yeah, but I still prefer muruku over potato chips. I can still resist potato chips, but I cannot resist muruku.
I think there's
So
a 1 year Chinese New Year I really bought the muruku.
Oh,
Yummy.
yeah, I also bought
culture
muruku. I
blended.
didn't buy Chinese New Year snacks. I bought muruku this year. Yeah. Then a lot of people I think a lot of people don't know this about me. I don't really snack. Yeah. I think it's because growing up, right, my parents also didn't really stock the house. So I know that most families will buy like drinks and snacks during Chinese New Year. Like they'll buy a bag of rice. It's symbolic. But my
Yeah,
parents
so that your pantry won't
never.
be empty.
Yeah, my parents never did that, see. So, in fact, my parents don't really, they are not very domestic in the sense that they don't really pay attention to the house, or the home life. So, it's kind of like lost on me as well. Yeah. So, Steph, is it inside
I
or
also
outside
got
pineapple?
I got another snack that I like. It's the circular disc. The circular disc. No,
I'm like, what?
I don't know what it's called, but it's a circular disc that looks like a hockey puck, but it's much smaller. But it's peanut flavored. Susan, you know or not?
Don't know.
Looks like
Can you
a
draw?
what?
Yo, it's like
It
a
looks like a
hockey
what?
puck. Hockey puck. You know, you play the hockey, then got the little circle disc that you hit around. So it looks like that, but it's much smaller. But it's
Susan, what
peanut
is she talking
flavored.
about? Please interpret.
Susan also don't know.
I don't know. It's made of peanut.
I also
Peanut?
don't know.
Yeah, it's made of peanut. Correct. Then it's like it will melt in your mouth
I
and put in
only
your
understand the
It's
peanut.
crumbly. It's okay. Yeah, but anyways, I like that one. Although I don't know what
Is
it's
it
called.
something like this one?
Like which one? Ah, yeah.
Where?
It's an almond, right? Almond
No,
cookie.
it's not almond.
Oh,
It's
so yours is
peanut.
peanut. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
That was nice. Wow, I got a lot of saliva pooling in my mouth just thinking of the snacks.
Oh my gosh, so greedy. You see where Charlotte gets her greediness from, right?
One more?
Oh my goodness. What's that?
Yeah, she'll ask in a roundabout manner. You know, you're eating food. She's not. Can I have some? She'll. Auntie Debbie, what are you eating?
No, she's like, what's
Oh.
that? Auntie Debbie, what's that? You
And then you're like, oh, I'm
you
eating
want, is it?
bakwa. Oh, that's nice. And then she'll stare at
Yes,
me. No, she won't ask. She will hope that you offer to her.
You're so horrible. Okay, next time I won't offer.
But, yeah,
I'll wait for her to ask.
yeah, good.
No, you need to give her some training. She cannot just go out to any stranger and expect, to be fed. It's gonna
Yes, please
be
feed me.
yeah. This is why you need like the whole tribe, right, to look after a child. So shall I go on to the next question, or do we still want to talk about food? Because I think you are very happy talking about food. The both of you.
Is the next question about food?
No.
Oh, so
So
sad.
do you still want to talk about food before I
No,
move to the
I'm
next
okay.
question?
Go next question.
Okay. Do you believe in the Chinese horoscope? And what is your Chinese horoscope?
12生肖有。我是属猪. I'm born in the year of the pig or the ball, depending on who you ask. They will say it
Yeah, the
differently.
wild pig, right? One is a
Wild pig.
civilized pig and one is a wild pig.
Yes. 是文人吗？不是，我是野猪。I'm a wild pig.
Oh no!
山猪。
山猪 yes, mountain pig.
Oh my goodness.
Susan, what is your Chinese horoscope? Although I know that
I am the horse.
The
I'm the
horse. Debbie,
Yeah.
你是属什么？ What
Okay,
is your
I am a water
Chinese?
dog.
Oh,
So I'm born in the year of the dog. And in my
The element.
birth year, yeah,
Mm.
so my birth year element is the water element. So I'm born in the year of the water dog. Yeah, but I don't know how to swim, so don't ask me that kind of question.
Then I very poor thing. I born in the year of the wooden horse. A wooden
Wooden
pig,
horse?
pardon me. Wooden pig. And then very poor thing. Very poor thing because in Chinese, 木猪 sound like you're scolding someone. 木猪.
Is it 木猪 scolding someone?
Sound like
Yeah,
scolding
sound like
someone
母猪.
stupid.
No, it sounds like 烧, like 母猪, like
Whoa.
你是母猪了.
Oh no.
Susan,
it
do you
sounds
know
like
your
mother pig.
element?
烧.
Yeah, 母
I
猪.
don't know eh.
I thought you
Ah,
said
you don't know.
金马.
I'm Ma, but I don't know what's the
metal
You are
五行.
金马. 你不是
No,
金马
no.
吗?
No. I
No.
just know that
No.
the 五行 is I just know that the 五行 is fire, but I'm not sure the year, whether the year of the where I born, is it also the fire or what? Don't
I
know.
get you.
That one I have to find.
Because it's
You get me right? Thank you.
on the place, depending on the
I feel
place
like
that
it's
you're
so
born.
difficult. So
Well,
do you believe in the horoscope or not? Or you just ascribe to the belief, okay, I'm just a wooden pig, right? So therefore lah, just like that lah. Doesn't have
I
any
think
meaning or
I think
is there
must
any
go to the
symbolism
I
for
think
you?
I
For
think
you?
must go to the like the 八字 the specific birth chart that you have, then that's more
No,
accurate.
八字 is not what. 八字 is the date and time of birth,
Correct,
right?
correct. But then like the
But this is
overall,
not. This
this
is
is like
I'm talking
a
about just
very
the year.
yeah, this is very like overall not so specific kind. You know, they always say like, oh, if you're born in the year of the dog, then you got specific temperament. If you're born in the year of
Yeah.
the
So do
pig,
you believe or not lah?
I think general okay lah, but it's not specific. Specifically correct.
Are you like typically how they describe the pig
Is it pig is what
character?
warm
You know,
natured?
like
Warm natured. Yeah, I guess. But I don't know. I think some people might not say that I'm hardworking. My grandma always say
Well,
pig so clean, then why you so dirty? Then she say fake one, you. Then I very sad.
fake one. Fake one.
Fake one. Because my grandma last time live on farm. So it's like she got to take care of pig. Then she's like, the pig very clean one, then why you so dirty? So yeah. This is me tell all. Susan, you like, do you believe?
I will read those what they I will read for fun. Then sometimes I say yeah agree. But sometimes for those I not agree, then 不准 not accurate.
Not accurate. Yeah.
So I actually read those for fun. Not like really
Really
100%
seriously lah.
believe all those things. Yeah, because normally what they did on the beginning of the year, they will have some called the predictions, all those things, right? Yeah, I will read, but just for fun.
Forecast.
Yeah, forecast.
Yeah,
Debbie,
forecast.
you leh?
So typically, right, they will forecast
Your
the
lah.
year for all the dog year people, all the different years lah, all the animals lah, basically. So basically, what she's saying is that she will read those and then she will just sort of like pick and choose the one that she want to believe in. Like this one is relevant, okay, I take. I don't like.
Yeah.
They forecast your love,
A lot of
your
people are like
health.
that, you know. A lot of people are like that. Yeah, a lot of people are like that in Asian countries. So it doesn't matter what. Actually, it doesn't matter what religion you are. A lot of people actually ascribe to the forecast. You know, even I've met Indians who actually like the Chinese horoscope. So and they also follow. Yeah, they also follow. Yeah, it's very interesting. Yeah, maybe they have Chinese relatives. Yeah, that's possible as well.
Chindian, maybe they're Chindian. Mixed race.
Oh, it sounds horrible. It doesn't sound
Chindian
nice.
is a thing though.
It sounds like,
But Chindian is a
but
thing
it doesn't
though.
sound nice.
That is not my fault.
You know, it sounds like a very derogatory, like, you
But
know.
it's really Chindian. It's like Eurasian. Same thing.
No, it's not the same thing. Eurasian is a how do I explain it? If you are Eurasian, your child is Eurasian.
Oh.
Yeah. It's a different thing. It's like it's on the identification card, right?
Well, now you can have
So it's not as
two.
legit.
You can have
Yeah, no, but you're not going to put
barrel.
Chindian.
You can put Indian Chinese.
Okay,
or
next.
Chinese Indian.
I cannot stand it.
Then
So Steph, do you believe in being a wooden pig?
you maybe.
What are your thoughts about being a wooden pig?
Oh.
Born in the year of the element wood and then born the piggy year. Yeah.
I don't like specifically go read up on it lah. Like Susan said, like go and like see the board just for fun. Because usually around malls they put it up, right? Or like outside a neighborhood estate they put those forecasts up. So I just go and read for fun. Then it can tell you about your lucky color for the year, your lucky numbers. Yes, but other than that, don't really like, oh, this year is going to be a bad year, they say. Then, oh, I'm going to believe that it's going to be a bad year. It's what you make of it.
Actually, right, I feel that for these sort of things, sometimes really you can't take them seriously. Lah. You cannot take it too seriously, is what I'm trying to say. For example, as I was growing up, right, there's this, sorry, I think I actually knocked into my camera. When I was growing up, right, there was this period of time in my life where every year the fortune says that the dogs in that year 犯太岁. So in the Chinese mythology, right, there is this guy called the sage. This is the Grand Duke, Grand Duke of Heaven. So they believe that every year, right, there will be a few animals who commit offenses against the guy, lah, basically, and because of that, their luck will be very bad for the entire year. So I think after 3 times of hearing this, I think I decided, okay, I'm not going to accept whatever it is anymore. Like I'm done with it. Like you don't get a say in my life. Yeah. So after the 3rd time, the dog year 犯太岁, I decided to call it quits. In a way. Yeah, but because I'm also a Christian, so for me, whatever that's not complementing my religion or complementing my faith, right, to me it's like, okay, never mind, let's drop it and move on. So I moved on very long ago. It's just that for fun, like Susan says, like, entertainment, right? Yeah.
Similar to the Western concept of horoscope, right? You go and read, but then you won't go and.
Western concept got 太岁 meh?
No lah.
Horoscope.
I don't think got 太岁 lah, but they'll just say, oh, you're because of this retrograde.
Mercury in
Yeah.
retrograde.
Then
I tell
if
you,
you are
we're gonna get a lot of
Virgo,
hate mail.
yeah, so
yeah.
yeah. But I like the story. I like the story
right,
behind the
right?
Chinese. I like the story behind the Chinese horoscope. I think it's a cute story. They all took part in a big
Who
race.
run faster, right?
Yeah, that's
Who
cute. And
runs
it's not just who run faster, it's also how smart they are also, Like there's a reason why the rat is the first. It's through deceit, then they become first, So
Through defeat.
Deceit.
Oh, deceit.
Yeah.
I heard
So
through
quite
defeat.
quite interesting. No lah. So it's quite a interesting story to read up. If y'all got time, can read about it. Wow, Susan, yours very nice. You that present. Oh, how come you and Debbie got this same idea? Put the ribbon through the heart.
Oh.
Remind me of a box of chocolate.
Yeah, you
tie
very
the
busy
ribbon.
lah. A food again.
Tie ribbon on it. Oh, raining again.
My goodness, why you all so fast? I'm still like very slow leh.
Yours is second house, right?
Yeah,
I
my
still
first house also
on
very
my
slow
first. So today I'm the slowest. I'm still working on my first house.
No
Oh.
I'm very slow. Yeah, I'm very slow. No worry, I'm not rushing.
I didn't know this was a competition.
I know, right? Goodness.
Who fast, who slow?
No.
Why your Tangle so slow?
Yeah, no. I think Steph is very excited because we talk about food.
Yeah. So what's the next
So
question?
she's
Got
like-
next question? The last question?
Got.
Got.
So she's
Okay.
like very excited, right?
Chinese New
Then
Year.
she draw faster.
Yo.
Yeah. You don't
I
realize
think cause
meh?
my
When she's
tile
excited.